Muay Thai. We're gonna get started with our boxing class today. I have Anthony with us. He will be demonstrating, because I'm lazy. We're gonna start out just some basic footwork drills to get us warmed up, okay? I'm gonna transfer the weight from my front to my back. Here, I'm keeping my hands up and I'm ready to send. We got 30 seconds. Ready, go. Forward, back. Doesn't have to be fast. Work at your pace. High knees, here we go. Get them up, get them up, get them up. High knees, high knees. Five seconds. Squats, go. Three, two, one. Back to footwork. Here we go now. As we're doing this, we can step in and move, pop that jab. Just step in, push off, pop that jab, get back out. Pop the jab, get back out. High knees, go. Getting them up. Almost there, come on. Squats, go. Five seconds. Here we go, back, last one, footwork. Start now, just move. Now we're gonna be able to come in, we're gonna throw that jab, that cross, right back to the footwork. Jab, cross, right back. Instead of just high knees, now I'm coming across, get the knees up, turn the body. Come on. Almost there. Five seconds. Now squats, we're gonna get up off the ground. Each one, squat down, get up off the ground, right back down. Five seconds. Great. Grab a quick sip of water if you need it. today we are going to be focused. You can wrap up. We're going to be focused. You can wrap your hands, guys. If you want to use hand weights, you can use that. We're just going to be focused on some punching and some defense today, so we don't need any extra equipment, okay? We're going to be working on a defensive technique called a roll, okay? When I roll, I want to get down underneath the punch first, okay? So we're going to start training that. Typically one hand's up when we roll, but for now, we're just going to drop whichever side. I'm going to roll towards my right, so I'm going to drop that right hand, boom, right to the ground. Drop down, squat, and touch with our right hand. Ready? Let's work. Get it. So we're here, hands up, getting ready to work that roll. I'm dropping down, boom, touch the ground, drop down, touch the ground. Drop down, touch the ground. I'm keeping my head up, okay? It's very important when we get to the roll. I don't want to look down and get hit in the back of the head. Okay, drop down, touch. Drop down, touch. Come on. Other side, other hand, drop down, touch. Make sure we're getting down low. Lead in. Maintain eye contact, forward eye contact. All right, now to finish the roll, okay? My first is a squat. I want to drop down. I don't want to break from the hip, okay? Breaking from the hip is when I lean down. I don't want to lean down again. I don't want to get caught in the back of the head. So I'm going to break down at my knees, all right? If I'm going towards my right side here, I like to pivot a little bit on that lead foot, okay? That's going to help pull me through that rotation so it's not a big sway, okay? I drop, I get under. Drop, get under, okay? Let's go. Just work that roll towards the lead side. I'm sorry, towards the rear side. Working the roll towards the rear side. We want that weight to go on that back foot with it. Let your weight distribute to that back foot. Get underneath that punch. Oh, good. Very good. Now we're going to go the other way. So again, when I do this, I don't want to do a big sway motion from my hips. I want to drop my level first. The punch is coming, so I'm dropping underneath here, and then I like to just pivot on the opposite foot. So if I'm going towards my left, I like to pivot on my right foot. So I'm here, I'm dropping, and I'm pivoting. This is also going to help load our counter punch up. Okay, so I'm dropping, and I'm pivoting. Drop, pivot. And I want to stand back up nice and high for that counter. Let's go. Get up. Boom. There you go. I'm getting stuck. Come on. Again, if you're just joining us, we're going to be going over the roll today. Getting underneath those punches. And break. So, it's important to understand when we're talking about the roll that as a boxer, I have a target in mind, okay? I'm throwing this punch and he's gonna react by a roll, okay? So if I'm throwing my lead hook, he's going down underneath it. He doesn't have to sink so far down underneath this punch. He just barely has to go down. Remember that there's a target. If I'm aiming for that chin, which is the lowest target I'm going to have when I go to the head, if I'm aiming to that chin, he just has to break under there. Okay, he just has to break under that range. So you only want to dip about a head length down. Boom. I don't want to drop all the way to the ground. I see a lot of people drop a little too far on the roll, and that takes up time because you not only are you taking longer to get down, you take longer to get up, and you're going to miss your counter. Okay. Our first one, he's going to throw his jab and his cross. Right off of this cross, because he's rotated that foot, he's going to drop down and just bring it back to the same position. Okay? He's going to throw his jab cross, roll underneath that lead hook. Ready? Let's go. Jab cross, roll under that lead hook. Good. Make sure we're distributing weight properly. Get underneath. Get underneath. Right off of that punch, drop and get under. Good, good, good. Control that crossover. Remember that roll, we're getting down underneath that punch is coming in, dropping below it. We're not trying to increase or decrease the range at this point. Staying in the pocket. That way we're set when we counter. Very good. Couple more. All right, now, our basic counter to this. It's important that we start noting where the weight's going, okay? So right now, if he throws that cross, he's gonna have a little bit more of a forward plane. That means his weight's gonna be a little bit more on his lead foot here. When he rolls, he should be rolling with it on his back foot. So now he's in position to throw that cross with a little bit more power, okay? Jab cross, he's gonna roll underneath, throw his cross, right to that lead hook, bop, bop, okay? Jab cross, roll underneath, cross hook. Jab cross, roll underneath that lead hook, come back, cross hook. Let's work. Repetition, repetition. Ooh. Ooh. You get to work that one. Dipping out of the body. Baby. Good, come on. All right, break. Adding on, I'm gonna throw my jab cross. He's gonna throw that lead hook. I'm gonna roll underneath it, come back, cross hook. Now I'm gonna drop my level again, okay? I'm gonna drop my level, boom, and throw that cross down to the body. Okay, jab cross. I roll the punch, come back, cross hook. I drop my level, boom, throw that straight punch down to the body, okay? In Muay Thai, I typically don't like to bend. In boxing, we wanna lower that level. That way we can get a lot of power right behind that straight punch. One last time, jab cross, roll, cross hook, drop that level, boom, throw that straight to the body. Let's work it. You're gonna try that one. And understand just the difference as he's working, the difference between the Muay Thai cross to the body and the boxing is that lean, or not necessarily the lean, the squat, lowering at that level. Okay, in Muay Thai, I don't necessarily want to lower that level because I'm putting myself in danger for more powerful techniques, like a knee to the head, kick to the head. Okay, I want to try and keep in Muay Thai, keep that chin away from the ground. And then the last part of this, okay? I like to call, it's very similar to the roll that we just did. It's a little bit different because I'm not necessarily going under anything. It's more preemptive, so I like to call it a slide, okay? I'm trying to get up out of the range. Okay, so I'm throwing my jab cross, I roll underneath this punch. Remember, my weight's back. I throw the cross and the hook. Now, my weight's off of the lead leg. It's a little bit more on that rear, so when I drop this level, boom, and throw the cross, I transferred it a little bit more forward. So now I'm just gonna step with that back foot, boom, and roll outside of range here, okay? So again, from that last position, I do that cross to the body, my weight's forward, I'm just gonna step with my back foot here, slide up and outside of range. That way, I'm on more of a back plane here. I can be a little bit defensive, because if this combination works here, boom, and we go through this whole thing, he's looking to counter now. So I'm trying to get up out of the range before I get countered. Okay, that way I can be defensive again and block or evade whatever comes to me and send another counter. Okay, here we go. Jab cross, roll that lead hook, cross, hook, drop that level across the body, slide up out of there. Good. Make sure we're controlling that movement. Good, let that back foot move first. Right on that cross, we're gonna move that back foot first. Right here, boom. Slide up and out. Cross, boom. Slide up and out of range. Good, guys. Very good, keep working. Let's get a couple more reps in here, come on. Very good, right now, we're doing our first conditioning drill, okay? We're gonna keep going on, keep learning, but I'm gonna put some conditioning drills in between each one to make sure we condition our arms, condition our shoulders. We're gonna go down push-up position, okay? We're gonna do a push-up pyramid. We're doing regular grip push-ups. I'm gonna start with 1. I do the push-up, then I go 2, 1, 2, all the way up to 10. When I get to 10, I drop all the way back down, starting from 9, 8, 7, 6, okay? Let's go. Got a couple minutes. I want to pause between each count. 1, 2, 3, 4, good. Pause between each count. If you finish early, grab a quick sip of water. If you don't make it in time, it's okay. If you have to drop to your knees to finish the reps, that's fine. Build that endurance up. Come on, come on, come on. Look up, look up. Don't look down, don't look down. How many is that? 10, right here. Just gotta drop it. Once we get to the top, we drop back down. Once we hit that 10 mark, we go down. Start at 9, 8, 7, 6. Get to the top, we go down. Come on.
going on 6.
Grab a quick sip of water if you need it. Good morning.
I need a towel.
Down.
I've been sitting there for days. Been sitting there for a week.
All right, now we're gonna be rolling the other way. So I'm gonna step in on my cross, throw a hard hook. Okay, I'm sorry. Yep, cross and a hard hook. So I'm outside of range. I'm stepping in with my cross. Boom, throwing that lead hook. Cross, lead hook. Let's go. We'll get to the roll here in a couple seconds. Let's get that combination. Cross, lead hook. Don't have to clear a lot of distance. We're just making sure we got a powerful hook here. Don't want to swing wild. Nice tight hook. All right, we're gonna add that rolling. So I'm finishing on the hook. So I'm stepping in, cross hook. Boom, here. He's gonna throw that rear hook at me. Okay, so it's important that I understand typically we're not gonna throw the rear hook from this position. It's a little too far away. That's why I'm stepping in. Cross. I'm throwing a tight hook here. He's coming back. Boom. I'm rolling underneath it. I'm coming back now with my hook and my cross. Okay, so I step in, cross, lead hook. I'm rolling underneath that rear hook. I'm loaded up for my lead hook again. So I'm sending hook, boom, cross. Step back outside of range. One more time. He steps in, cross, hook. I'm throwing that rear side hook at him. He's rolling underneath it, coming back with his hook and his cross. Let's work. Come on. Cross, hook, roll underneath it, hook, cross. Very good. Very basic counter off of the roll. Very basic counter. Try and work that timing, get there quick. Right off of that roll, let it go. Right off of that roll, let it go. Good. Right, moving on. Okay, I'm gonna keep it a little bit simple. I'm gonna add one punch and then we're gonna get a little bit more technical. So it's gonna stay pretty much the same. Cross, hook, he's gonna roll underneath, throw that hook, cross. Now he's gonna rip a hook to the body. When he's throwing this hook to the body, he's gonna be throwing it more of an up hook. Okay, so we're not necessarily gonna drop our level really low and dig that straight hook into it. Okay, he's coming up underneath that elbow. Let's turn it so they can see it a little better. He's looking to get underneath that elbow. So the whole combination, he's throwing that cross hook. He's going to roll underneath, hook, cross, and he's trying to get underneath this elbow. We're not going to drop too far though. Okay, not yet. I don't want to drop really, really low on this one. Drop that level a little bit. Let's work. Once we get it, let's pick that pace up a little bit. Those punches go. Control the movement. Let's watch our weight distribution. Make sure we're moving properly. Great. All right, so same start. I'm gonna step in. I wanna make sure I'm stepping in for a hard hook. So I step in on that cross, rip that hook. Now, he's here, he's throwing that rear hook back at me. I'm gonna roll underneath it, come back with another hard hook, cross, hook down to that body. Now, with my rear foot after that hook to the body, I'm just gonna step around here. I wanna make sure when I step around, create this angle, that I'm bringing that shoulder forward with it, okay? So I rip that body shot here, boom. I step around, rear foot comes across. Now I'm gonna lower that level, boom. Throw that hard hook into the body, boom. Come back up to the head, okay? Whole combination, cross, hook. I'm rolling underneath, coming back, hook, cross. I hook the body, boom, I make contact. My rear foot's gonna come around. This is lead side, okay? I don't wanna end up that way because the lead hook's not gonna be able to throw him towards the midsection as well. I throw that hook down to the body. I give a quick adjustment, a quick reset. I don't want to reset all the way here. It gives him a lot of time to move and recover. Okay, I make the angle, throw that hook, quick reset, throw the hook up to the head. So I'm doubling that hook up. Boom, boom. Okay, let's work it. We're almost there, almost there. Ooh, forgot. You're praying for it.
I didn't get to do it.
Bang, body, come around. Look, there you go. We're going to stand a little bit further back just so you guys can see a little bit more of the footwork. Okay, so remember, I'm rolling, I'm throwing that hook, cross, and that body shot here. When I step, I don't want to step here because I'm a little too close. I want to step a little bit further with that right foot, boom, and pull that lead foot around, okay? If you want to shuffle it, you can, okay? It's not wrong. With this one, you could do that little Ali or Tyson shuffle, boom, to get in position, or you can throw that hook, bang, step to the body, and load up, okay? Up to you completely. Couple more reps, let's go. Make sure we pull that lead foot, that way the range is there. I don't want to crowd myself, stuff myself, we'll just get clinched up, tied up. Pull that foot back on that angle. Create a little bit more range, a little bit more distance. Great. Now, we did our regular push-ups. We're going to move to the ones no one likes. We're doing close grip. You can make a diamond. Okay, we're doing a pyramid. This time, we're not going to go up to 10. We're just going to go up to 5 and back down. Okay, so remember, I start here. I'm going to make a diamond with my hands. Okay, when I do these, personally, I like to spread my feet out a little bit more. You don't have to, whichever one you prefer. Go down. We're going to do 1 all the way up to 5 and then drop back down. We're almost done, guys. Stick with me. We just got a couple more minutes. I'm going to do back to the first roll. I'm gonna run through the second one. We're gonna combine them, do something out in the air so that we can work our rolls a little better. Okay, this is a way we used to teach it a lot so we would feel comfortable with it, okay? You don't have to do it with a partner. You can do it on your own. He's gonna start this whole combination out by starting with his jab and his cross, okay? Whichever punch he's leaving out after 2 is the one he's gonna send back with, okay? So the cross is here. I'm gonna throw my lead hook at him. He's gonna roll underneath, come back with his cross and his hook. Okay, his hook's the second or the last punch out of 2. So I'm gonna have him roll the opposite way. He's gonna come back with that hook again and cross. He's gonna roll underneath, cross, hook, hook, cross, hook, hook, cross. Okay, and he can do this out in the air on his own as well. All right, we're just gonna keep getting comfortable with that roll, letting it become second nature, and work the speed of it. Okay, I don't wanna come here and try and roll underneath the punch lazy. We got to get under it. Someone's trying to hit us. Get under there and get back. Boom, boom, send your counter. Send your counter. Send your counter to get there. Let's go. Come on, come on, come on. 20 seconds. 20 seconds. Five. Great, good. Guys, that's a drill we could do consistently to make sure we're working this roll, okay? That way we're getting comfortable with the movement and it becomes second nature. Not only that, but also the counter, okay? These counters that we send off the roll are very basic, okay? They're two basic punches because they work well with the maneuver you're doing with the weight distribution, okay? Now, get a little bit more in depth. He messed up and did this earlier on his own, but it is probably my favorite way to roll, I guess you could say way, or technique to put inside of the roll. So he's gonna start out with his jab cross. Because the cross is here, I'm gonna throw my lead hook. Now, as he does this roll, he's gonna rip down and hook the body at the same time, okay? So again, jab cross. If I'm throwing this hook, it's putting me in position to eat this punch. He's gonna come back and finish with his same basic counter, okay? Jab cross, he's gonna roll, hook the body, and come back with his cross and his hook. Jab cross, roll, hook the body, come back with his cross and his hook. It's a way that not only are we still being defensive, but we're being offensive as well. Okay, let's work. Essentially, guys, you're making them not only miss, but you're making them move into this punch as well. Okay, they're putting themselves in position. Good, and then we can go the other way as well. So we're here. Now he's gonna throw his, let's go with this cross and this hook, okay? Cross, hook, I'm gonna throw, again, now I'm throwing my rear hook at him. He's gonna meet that with his rear hook. So it's putting me, not only is he missing, but when he misses, it makes me pay for it by sending the punch at the same time, by putting me, my body, putting myself in the way of this punch, okay? So cross hook, I throw the hook, he counters, rear hook, lead hook, and cross, okay? Cross hook, rear hook to the body, lead hook to the head, cross to the head. Let's work it. Rhythm, rhythm, rhythm. Let's go, let's go. About 30 seconds. Come on. Ten seconds. Break. And our last pyramid. Now we're gonna go wide grip on the push-up. Okay, so we went regular. We're going diamond. Now we're gonna go to the last one, which is a wide grip push-up. We're gonna go up to 5 and back down from 5. So 1, then 2, then 3, 4, and 5, and then go back down. You finish, grab a quick sip of water. Just got a little bit left. We're gonna blow through this last bit. You know what I'm doing? I don't know about that. All right, we're gonna start out. All right, so we got 3 minutes, 1 round. We're gonna shadow box. When we're shadow boxing, I want to stay defensive throughout this, okay? So that's my main goal, is to work on that defense. I could work on the defense by slipping. I could keep that head off center, catch the punches, and counter back. I can roll. I can work that slide that we worked a little earlier. Whatever you choose, okay? I just want to see you guys keep working. 3 minutes. Ready? Let's work. Stay active on your punches and defend.
Not come out fast no more.
Come on, let's go. 3-minute rounds. Work what we learned. Work what we learned. Let's go. Keep your punch count up. Defend and send. There's 1 minute left. Let's go. Let's pick it up on this last minute. Last minute, pick it up. Come on. 25 seconds. 25 seconds. 5 seconds. Break down on your back. We've got to remember the order of this next part, okay? This is going to involve your homework as well. We're going to go down. We have 20 crunches. I want quick reps on the crunches. As soon as we finish the crunches, we're going to go flutter kicks. When we finish the flutter kicks, we're going to go to what we call compression, which I will help show. Ready, crunches, go, 20, quick, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tim, come on. Flutter kick, go, we're going 1, 2, 3.
How many?
20. 40. All right, then we have compressions, okay? So he's gonna put his legs out. He wants to make sure they're a little bent, and he's gonna bring his head up off the ground. His hands are gonna be by his side. By your side, over here, like on the side here. Okay, he's gonna compress his head almost between his legs and flatten back out. He's gonna come in, flatten back out. We have 20 of those as well. These are a little bit more difficult, okay?
See, I don't
Here.
I'm gonna flatten out. You put your hands behind your head. Actually, that was my fault. And I compress in.
Come on, get in. Flatten out, get in. We have 20. And then we're starting from the top. Crunches. Come on. Spread your legs forward. Get your head in between your legs. I want your head between the legs. Let's go.
That's all.
Crunches, go. Everything here. Quick reps. Got to condition the body. We use the core a lot when we box. We're always turning, putting our core behind our punches, so we got to make sure it's strong. Flutter kick, go.
Last one. Get those compressions there.
Go on.
Keep going back out, part. It doesn't work.
Be explosive. I get explosive. Be explosive. Come on.
Slow back out.
Come on. Come on. Break.
Okay.
All right, guys, for homework, remember that we have crunches, flutter kicks, and compressions, okay? What I want from you guys is 2 sets of that. We're going to burn out in each set, okay? What that means, when I do a burnout, I don't take a break. I want to keep working consistently until I fail, okay? So it's going to be hard. You got to go quick, get them done, okay? When you finish your crunches, take a small break. Get on your flutter kicks. When you finish your flutter kicks, get on your compressions. And then do it again. So I want 2 sets. Take a small video of it or a big video, whatever one you want, and get on our Facebook page under the members. And I want to see your video underneath there. Guys, have a great night. Again, this is Brooks from Elite Muay Thai. That was our boxing class. If you are doing Muay Thai, stick around. We're going to get started here in about 15 minutes. Okay? Have a great night, guys.